Why every edible landscape needs a variegated calamansi tree. What if I told you there was a citrus tree that is not only incredibly productive, but also so beautiful that it can double as an ornamental landscape plant? Today I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite citrus trees for edible landscapes, the variegated calamansi. We'll talk about how it grows, what it tastes like, how to grow it, and how to use the fruit in our kitchen. Let's get into it. The variegated calamansi is a unique citrus variety prized for both its striking appearance and delicious fruit. It's believed to be a hybrid between a kumquat and a mandarin, resulting in a small, highly aromatic citrus fruit packed with flavor. Unlike many fruit trees that only have seasonal beauty, this tree is attractive all year round. Variegated calamansi trees are relatively compact growers, typically reaching about 6 to 10 feet tall in the ground. Although they can be kept smaller with pruning and do exceptionally well in containers like what we have. One of the things I love most about this tree is that it tends to produce fruit over a long season. And in warm climates like Southern California, you may even get multiple flushes of flowers and fruit throughout the year like I did this year. The leaves are beautifully variegated with shades of green and creamy white, while immature fruit often develops attractive green and cream striping before ripening to a golden orange color. The tree also produces wonderfully fragrant white blossoms that attract pollinators to the garden. This is one of those rare plants that truly checks all the boxes for an edible landscape. First, it's ornamental. The variegated foliage, fragrant flowers, the striped fruit, and compact size make it beautiful enough to plant right in your front yard. Second, it's productive. Even a relatively small tree can produce a surprising amount of fruit. Third, it's versatile. Because of its compact growth habits, it works well in containers, small yards, food forests, or mixed into an ornamental landscape. And finally, it provides year-round interest, which is something every edible landscape benefits from. So how do you grow variegated calamansi? The variegated calamansi needs full sun, at least 6 to 8 hours a day. It loves well-draining soil, and it needs regular watering, especially when it's establishing and when it's starting to grow fruit. A layer of mulch on top really helps retain moisture. And what we use here are just some wood chips that we have used from a chip drop. If you choose to grow your calamansi in a pot, just make sure it has really good drainage. Also, if it's in a pot, you want to really pay attention to the weather. When it gets really hot out, you will want to water it more because container plants tend to dry out more quickly than in the ground. The containers are nice because if you live in a cold climate, you are able to grow this plant even if it's not in your zone, because you can take the container and bring it indoors when it gets cooler out, and then you can bring it back outside when it has warmer weather. Okay, now is the best part, the taste test. So I cut open the calamansi. See, it's nice and juicy on the inside. Here's the outside. I'm going to eat it. So you can see there's some pretty large seeds in there in relation to the size of the fruit. So that's one thing about calamansi, it does have big seeds. And people generally don't eat these out of hand, but I have before. So when you first bite into it, it's quite tart. And then it's followed by this sweetness. So it's a little bit too intense for eating for me, but then a couple seconds in, I do enjoy it because of that sweetness as well. So the cool thing about this fruit is the flesh on the inside. It tastes like a tart orange or a tart mandarin to me. And then the peel is actually sweet, just like a kumquat. You can eat the peel, and with kumquats you eat the whole thing. You technically can with these too. But yeah, it's really good. I like to use it in a lot of things, which I'll share with you. So good. The flavor is bright, intensely aromatic, and tart. It's more sour than sweet, with flavor notes that remind me of a cross between a lime, mandarin, orange, and kumquat. The juice has a wonderful citrus punch, but unlike some limes and lemons, it also has a subtle sweetness and floral complexity. Variegated calamansi is typically used more like a lime than eaten out of hand. Okay, so how do you use calamansi? We use our variegated calamansi in so many ways. Some of our favorites include adding the juice to sun tea and herbal teas. I have a new favorite sun tea recipe that I shared, and I'll leave that video here if you're interested. Also, we like making refreshing drinks and lemonades, using it in marinades or salad dressings or sauces, squeezing it fresh over fish, chicken, or vegetables, adding it to desserts for a bright citrus flavor. Also freezing the juice for later use to use as nice sweet ice cubes. Making dried calamansi zest. This is my new favorite thing this year with calamansi. Dried calamansi zest. It's great for baking and dry rubs. It gives a unique flavor with its sweetness. I have videos all about making dried citrus zest, and I'll leave it up here for you if interested. I like to use calamansi also as a replacement for any time a lemon or a lime is needed in a recipe. I especially love using it in homemade drinks because it adds such a unique tropical citrus flavor. Again, the garden tea recipe is a must. You gotta try it out. If you're looking for a citrus tree that is productive, beautiful, compact, and packed with flavor, the variegated calamansi deserves a place in your edible landscape. It's one of those plants that offers both beauty and abundance, which is exactly what I'm looking for when designing an edible landscape. Do you grow calamansi or any unusual citrus varieties? Please let me know in the comments below. If you are wanting to grow fruit fast and you want something that produces quickly, now is the perfect time to watch my video on 3 fast-growing fruits to grow that produce in less than a year. You can find this video on the end screen or on my channel, Sweet Poppy Homestead. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along as we continue transforming our yard into a productive edible landscape.